You're locked in with Hot Streak Picks, your home for turning sharp predictions into unstoppable winning streaks. I'm Coach Bob, and it's time to break down my bold NFC South predictions. Buckle up, we're kicking the season off strong. The NFC South has been a revolving door over the last few seasons. One year it's the Buccaneers, the next it's the Saints. Sometimes the Falcons make a little noise, and lately the Panthers have been trying to work their way back into the mix. This is a division that hasn't had a true powerhouse in a while, but every team has fans that believe they're only a couple of moves away. Heading into 2025, I see one team pulling ahead of the pack while the others try to figure out who they are. At the top, I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, finishing 11-6. This is a team that's reestablished itself as tough and consistent. Their defense is still the heart of the roster, physical in the trenches, opportunistic in the secondary, and capable of shutting down opponents when it matters most. Offensively, they aren't the Bucs of the Brady era, but they don't have to be. They've got enough balance between the run game and the receiving core to keep defenses guessing. What stands out to me is how disciplined they play. They don't beat themselves, and in a division where the competition isn't stacked, that discipline alone gives them the edge. Tampa Bay may not scare the heavyweights in the NFC yet, but in the South they're clearly the class of the field. Next up, I've got the Carolina Panthers at 6-11. This is a young roster with some upside, but they're still in the building phase. Bryce Young will show flashes. He's got the poise and talent to be a legitimate starter, but you can't overlook the growing pains. He doesn't have the offensive line or skill players around him yet to consistently move the chains against good defenses. Carolina's defense deserves credit. They play hard, and they've got some blue-chip talent that keeps them in games, but until the offense takes the next step, they'll stay stuck in the middle of a rebuild. That said, if Young takes a big leap forward this year, the Panthers could surprise a few people down the stretch. Sliding into third, I've got the New Orleans Saints at 5-12. It feels like this team has been trying to hang on to the old days for too long. The defense still has a few playmakers, and in the Superdome they'll always have a fighting chance, but the overall talent isn't where it used to be. Offensively, the quarterback play is inconsistent, and without a dynamic star to rally around, it's hard to imagine them stringing wins together. They'll be competitive at times, and they'll probably pull off one or two upsets at home, but over the course of the season they just don't have the depth to keep up. This is a team that's clearly due for a full reset. And finally, I've got the Atlanta Falcons at 4-13. Atlanta has been stuck in neutral for too long. They've got some exciting players at the skill positions, but the quarterback situation is still unsettled, and without that stability, everything else falls apart. The defense can't seem to stop anyone consistently, and while the Falcons will fight hard because that's in their DNA, they don't have the talent or the identity to finish close games. Too many times last season they were in position to win late and just couldn't get it done. That's the sign of a team that needs more than just one or two fixes. So here's how I see the South shaking out. Tampa Bay comfortably takes the crown at 11-6. Carolina shows some progress but remains under. 500 at 6-11. The Saints struggle through a transition year at 5-12, and the Falcons limp to the bottom at 4-13. It's not the NFL's most competitive division right now, but it is one with storylines worth watching, especially to see if the Panthers or Bears of the South can develop a young quarterback into a true franchise cornerstone. Let's stay hungry, keep winning, and turn predictions into paydays. This is Coach Bob signing off.